And then later, I asked for a hall pass, and he gave me this. I was like, oh, can I have a hall pass? I did not understand at the time what was wrong with my teacher. I now know. We do it often. Anyway.
Also, can we go back to in the Wayback Machine for a moment and go over the time you absolutely mortified your art teacher? They were giving a lecture.
Oh, God. Are you serious?
Absolutely. That's one of the funniest damn things I've ever heard.
Where my teacher said, yes. Oh, okay. My teacher was having a lecture and going on about this famous artist and going, oh, but he was a great artist, but tragically his life ended when he was accidentally hit by a train. And I go, because I'm like, that is not funny. I'm like, sorry. Because A, it's hard to get accidentally hit by a train. I can see myself doing that because I am an artist and I can totally see how that happens. And the best part is, I thought it was funny because what was his last thing in life was to be an artist. He painted the train. I know!
Yeah, but I love her. It's hysterical.
Sorry.
And that artist has stuck with Zanny all these years because when we went on vacation with our friends, and we got so drunk that we were all just kind of running around in this summer home, just yelling and screaming at each other, and my buddy John tossed me towards the wall where I hit a giant piece of watercolor art on the wall that fell to the ground. All of us in shock, totally still like, oh, and this one runs forward and yells,
"It's okay, I'm an artist."
Thanks, baby.
I got you covered.
I know. If we needed to repaint that whole thing, we would have got it immediately.
She understands.
I could paint some boats. Come on.
I could
paint some boats. What's that? You paint a train.
Would Thomas the Tank count?
What's that?
Thomas the Tank? Does that
If only if you want to scar millions of children.
Did they bury one of the trains, like, in a brick, like
Thomas the Tank Engine?
Yeah.
Hold on,
For realsies?
Seal an immortal train into a never-opening tunnel?
They did because he wouldn't do what they wanted.
Like a
So
ghost style, like bring it up.
they
Oh
bring
no.
Listen, Thomas the Tank Engine is already creepy enough. Do you think that it's not already scarring children?
Yeah.
They shoved a sentient train into a tunnel because he wouldn't do what they wanted.
It was a little...
They did that in Interview with the Vampire. Why are they doing this in children's? Why?
Because existential crisis is common for children.
I guess so. We're gonna bury you in the wall. Do you know what gave me nightmares as a kid? And this will age me. The sequel to The Wizard of Oz. If you touch the sand, you turn to sand. You remember how horrifying that shit was?
Wait, the one from the 80s?
Yes, Return to Oz. It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the like wheel bike people.
The Wheelman, yes.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
It's so creepy.
Isn't that nightmare fuel?
It's such nightmare fuel.
Thank you. I'll watch it.
I grew up on Watership Down because our parents didn't pay any attention. Oh, it's got bunny rabbits.
Oh,
They all drowned.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
Titanic for kids.
Like in Out of Jimmy's Head.
Oh my god.
Childhood trauma, everybody. Woo! No, sorry.
Mine was a lot different. I would be the one, my brother and myself. I can't take all the credit for this. He was a master. See, you got traumatized by what your parents did. We just traumatized our parents by living.
Oh, yeah.
So much better that way. The sneaking out of the house, I'll never forget this one. Me and my brother, I actually just took you here. I just took you here.
Oh,
yeah. One night, my friends who had already been driving, like, you know, right when you have access to a car, you and your friend group, the first one, pure, unadulterated freedom. It's there, it's in your clutches. Now, we had always played D&D in my basement. My basement has windows that go right up to the ground level. That's where we put all the sodas. We put them right outside the window, which also means a long time ago, I cut those windows out. There's no screen, there's nothing. It's the perfect place to crawl out of my house. So at midnight, my friend showed up on a side street. I crawled out of my house, and we did what any high school student would do with pure freedom. We went to the most haunted cemetery in America and started taking pictures with an old camera, hoping to see a ghost. And we did. We did. The first picture we took, big, white, bright orb right over my shoulder. Throughout the night, I'm not kidding. I am not making this up, hand to God. Throughout the night, more white orbs. Most of them centralized around me. And it wasn't until the last picture when I took a picture of my buddy, who could be considered a bit of a scaredy cat, because they freaked out. There was about 20 orbs floating around them in this picture. And I'm looking on, flabbergasted, amazed, because ghosts exist. And my friend Tom takes the camera, takes my cigarette, takes a puff, taps it, takes a picture, and shows me 200 orbs! My cigarette ash had been reflecting into the camera the whole night. But for a good hour, we believed in ghosts. So when I got home to my parents sitting at a kitchen table, shot glasses in front of them, the scotch already poured, the lights off. You know how that one goes. They turn them on when you walk in. And my father, not my mom, where have you been? So I showed him the photos with 20 orbs in it. And he looked at me, he looked at her, he goes, "You have to deal with this. I was hoping it was drinking." And just kind of laughed. So, yeah, I traumatized them.
I love ghosts.
Right?
Oh. How's the chat going? Hi, chat. Think waves? No. What was it? I always... Oh, I can't remember.
Oh, my phone died.
Oh, no. How are you furry?
Well...
You're... Back in my day, we had fucking pocket schedules and shit. And a giant book. Sorry. Zanny, yes.
Zanny.
Since you forgot to post the Question Masters post for this convention, you did hit the last one you posted was on 8/20.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I always forget to do that. We always forget the...
It's okay.
What do you got, buddy?
So the theme is Mission Impossible. The Dragget show is tasked with assembling a crew that makes every single member say, "Oh, you son of a bitch, I'm in." You have to steal Kage's wine cellar.
The whole cellar?
The whole cellar.
The whole cellar.
How do you do it?
Oh, no, we gotta raid the whole cellar.
Here you go. I got the
Whole
music.
cellar?
Okay. So Zanny's 11. Okay, got this.
Zanny's 11.
Okay, I'm getting Alkali to plan the whole thing. Go.
That was your
This
first
is good.
move. That was your first move. Yes, I agree.
I'm a producer. No.
All right, but no, we do need a team. So what aspects of this? First off,
Fur is gonna do the special effects.
Yes.
That is our fucking Mysterio. They're going to fuck with the cops as we're stealing Kage's wine.
How is Fur fucking with cops? Wait, what?
With beauty.
Beauty.
Projecting things on the wall.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. in the